Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Laura Cilio and I'm so pleased to be here with you today to present to you Spring Step of Spring of 2023. So welcome, sit back and enjoy because this is going to be a very fun presentation. Before I get started into product, I always just like to tell you a little bit about Spring Step and the Spring Step experience. So Spring Step, what does it represent? It represents great comfort. We're taking shoemaking in the traditional way. We're bringing in innovations, and not only that, but what you're going to see is that we do care about the environment. We care about things that are sustainable. You'll see that in our Real Life collection and throughout, because a great belief that Spring Step has is that they believe that the way they craft their shoes matters just as much as the people who wear them. So before I get into product, I do want to share with you some of our best sellers from this current season. As I always say, we are data rich. We love to see the reorders. So that's how we compile our best selling styles. So follow along with me and I'll be sure to point them out also as we go along. So our first style is, without saying, that is our style Fusaro. And number 2 is Ingrid. Number 3 is the Delorese. 4 is the Fusa Slide. How wonderful it is to see a new style right up there in that ranking. Number 5 is Airy. Number 6 is Innocencia. Number 7 is Aurella, tried and true. There she is. Number 8 is the Labarnes. Number 9 is the Kathletta. And 10 is the Dorotha. So what you can expect is you're going to see great new colorations that we've done, new materials that we've done, and of course, new construction. So I'm very excited to get into it. So let's start off with number 1. And what is it? It's our Fusaro. So let's get right into product, and we're going to start with Fusaro. And as you see, as I lay this out on the table, you see the beautiful breadth of the colors. So what we did with Fusaro for the current season, I hope you remember, was the newness, which is that navy blue. So when we did the navy blue, we brought in that nice gum color bottom, and then just for you, as a great quick reminder, this is our signature removable insole. I do want to take it out just so you can see, and just remember, this is all leather. So you have beautiful leather right here on this removable insole. Not only that, take a look at how great and thick she is. And really what makes her so superior, it's the materials that we use, because we want to make sure that when we do this removable insole that we give her body, because this particular style, check it out, when I talk about traditional ways of crafting shoes, this is it. And what they actually do is they actually sit and they're going to stitch, big needle and thread if you will, they're going to stitch that leather upper right to the bottom. The technique is called opanka. That's what gives it the durability, that's what gives it the flexibility. And then the leathers on the upper, they are vegetable tan dyed. So what that means is, number 1, they're super soft, and number 2, they get better with age. They actually start to form a really beautiful patina. So Fusaro, make sure that you get on all the colors. So that's our construction new Fusaro. So what we did, something new, and you saw her also in the rankings, is our Fusalide. So what that is we just took the Fusaro, gave her an open back. You know, we also recognize, yes, things are easy. People want ease. And our solution was here to give her an open back. So if you recognize, you'll see that it's the same exact upper, same cutout. And here's the cool thing. I think this is so wonderful how we did it. You know that removable insole I was just bragging to you about? Well, look, it's also in the slide. So that is the integrity of the Fusaro, and we make sure that she has that little bit of the lip right there to hold her in. So what's new for the Fusa Slide for spring of 23 is this gorgeous red. Now, not only about the gorgeous red, but I do want to point out is that we're adding here some of the great elastic gore right here on the instep. So that will be produced for our 23 line. So great new things with the Fusa Slide, and you can see again the great coloration. So make sure that if you haven't tried it, I can tell you about the great reorders and that she does. Now, the next style here, staying on this same construction because I did tell you that it is number 1, and this is our flower flow. So right here, there's that great removable insole that I talk about. It's the exact construction of Fusaro, but look what we did here with the cutouts and the coloration. So let's take notice of this. First, she's this really pretty, I call her a sweet little daisy. So taking again, all that greatness of the Fusaro, giving her a pretty daisy, and look at the color palette. So what we're seeing that's going on, you know, trend-wise and in the marketplace is all these beautiful dusty colors, as we call them. So we're actually offering a different color palette in this particular style. So the idea is when you're doing your merchandising with your Fusaro, these will fall right in. I want to just kind of boast a moment about this beige. So really we have a new, really nice, light, pretty beige color. It's this salmon color. Look at how pretty she is. She's just so sweet. Again, there's that blue, and here is a really pretty teal. So I hope that you love this nice color palette, and that's our style Flower Flow. I'm going to stay on that same exact construction. Again, our signature comfortable insole in that, and this is style Rayleigh. So Rayleighs will continue for spring of 23. I do always like to point out this is a true beautiful turquoise. It might look a little green on your screen, and this is a really nice red. So she's just a really sweet, cute skimmer, and there is your our signature cutout design there with the pretty little flower, and that's our style Rayleigh. So continuing on, this great construction is style Kathletta. So yes, she is repeat. Why do we repeat them? We repeat them because we watch the data, we watch the reorders, and they do reorder, and that means goodness for us and goodness for you, especially at the cash register. Take notice there of the black. We do it with the black color outsole. Again, just a really pretty skimmer, and her little cuteness here is, it's the perforation designs, but it's also the cute little etching. I always like to point out that you have that floral detail right there. So this is style Kathletta. Our next style is Kathletta. So what is new for her? I can tell you a lot is new for her. So if you really take a notice, she's an A-line. She has that really nice elastic goring right in there. And of course, we have that great removable insole. Now here's the greatness, okay? We're going to be bringing her, expanding the smooth leather coloration. So everything here is made in Turkey as the reminder, so it's all those great leathers that you know. And look at, I'm going to point out the olive green that's on Angie's foot. She is so beautiful. She's so rich. What we do find is that she's actually a neutral. So if you look at this array of colors, we're really coming to you and bringing in these beautiful colorations in the leather. Now, not only that, now she's ranked number 9, so you have your smooth leathers, and I'm just going to push these aside and take a look at this new for 23. So look at the gorgeous palettes here. Now, it actually goes with my blouse if you really kind of look at it in that way, but what we're doing here is we're bringing in the suedes. Now, suedes in Turkey, I can tell you that the suede quality in Turkey is absolutely beautiful. And what we also find is that suede really does resonate in summer. Some people may have a misconception that suedes are heavy, but as you can see in these beautiful array of colors, they just stand out so gorgeous. So here is a blush, here is a hot pink, here is a really pretty cobalt, a really pretty red, a little bit on the coral side, and then the yellow. So we're so excited to bring you all those great new spring colors, and that's our style Kathletta. So I hope there's a lot of excitement with that. Now we're going to build upon that Fusaro construction, still staying in Turkey, and we're going to give her a little bit of a lace up, and we're calling her Moonwalk. Now, what's so great about her is, I hope you can see these laces, yes, they do tie, however, they are elastic. So once you tie them, you can easily slide in, slide out, or adjust as you need to. And another greatness of the elastic laces is that it actually will move with you as you walk throughout the day. So we're going to give her some kind of a perforation, and what are we going to do? We're going to give her some really pretty round circles, and you can see it gives it a real sporty look. And I also think that the way that this upper design right down here also gives it that really nice sporty look. So new for spring of 23, and that's our style Moonwalk. So as you can see, we have expanded and given great new possibilities on our #1 construction, which is Fusaro. So let's stay in Turkey and let's talk about Ingrid, ranked number 2. So this current season, what we did was we introduced some new colors. We had this really pretty camel color. We have this outstanding navies. You're always going to hear me brag about a navy, especially when I see it with that little camel trim, and then of course the red. So just as a reminder, you can see her beauty, right? But look, it's that signature removable insole that we are known for. So yes, that removable insole is in Ingrid, and just as a reminder, it's still that great construction, no midsole, and I hope you can take notice and appreciate when we talk about the artisan work here, because they are hand stitched. They are a stitched construction. Our next style on the program is style Berna. Now, Berna's been with us for some time, but I hope you recognize, I'm going to just put these 2 colors right here in the front. These 2 were 2 new colors for the fall season. So it's an olive and it's a navy actually that's on Angie's foot there. And the beauty is, you want to know something? We look at these as neutral colors. We always have great successes with the olive. So we're going to be, she's an annual style for us, and we're taking those new colors from the current fall and we're bringing those right into spring. So here you can see your really nice palette and choices. And in that particular style, of course, it's the elastic laces. And I do like to point out that white because it is a very fresh white. As I talk about white going through our turkey collection, the white is a beautiful pure white, and it is just a soft, soft leather. Let's get to something new. Let's get to style Brandel. Now, I'm going to just tell you, I can't even describe how, I'm going to call her delicious, maybe even the word luscious here, because that's how she is. She is so soft, so unbelievably soft. I can't even tell you. Of course, lightweight. I do want to flash the bottom because it's important that you see really the shape, the silhouette of the bottom. We're giving her that little bit of a sliver lift that she likes and she needs, and you can see again that sweetness of, it's just that ever so sweet little peep toe. You can see right there on Angie's foot. There's our perforations. She loves the medallion. Again, right here on the top line, giving her a little feminine touch with that little scalloped edge. And take notice of the colors. I did tell you that we're really expanding our color palette here in Turkey. This is a light gray. What a gorgeous neutral. Of course, you know that brown right on Angie's foot, but take a look of the gorgeous yellow and this new orange color. And when we say orange, I hope you see the patina and the softness there. And that's our style Brandel. So very excited about her. Something else that's new, made in Turkey. I'm still with Turkey. This next style is called New Day, and she will bring an exciting new day to us. So what we did here is we're giving her a really nice casual gray look. Take notice of that outsole. So first I'm just going to pop this out because, again, made in Turkey. Here's our signature Fusaro insole. She's right in there getting that great comfort. And then as you look through, she has that look of that really cool escadrille. It's a poly bottom, so that gives you all that lightweightness and that great flexibility. You can see the models flexing there. It is a beige color too. Right on the bottom, what that does, it really kind of just highlights that silhouette. And take notice of the upper. I absolutely love her because what it reminisces, if you kind of follow along with me, it's that accordion style here where it's going to give you that easy breezy like our other best-selling style. There's the medallion, so all those great elements. You've got twin gore right here for easy on and easy off, and then right here I hope you can see the whip stitching that goes right around that whole welt, just really bringing her to a next level. Love this neutral right here. There's our denim blue, our brown, our red, and then of course a nice black, and that's our style New Day. Now we're going to still stay in Turkey, Aloha. Now I am going to lay her out by groups because I can't fit everything on this table. So here's what we're going to start out with. So made in Turkey, okay, you can see the great sportiness, the great feminine lines. I'm just going to pull this out because I talked to you about our signature insoles. Well, here she is. She's in this style as well. And what we did to give her a really nice sporty element, we're bringing in stripes. It's a fabric material, it's a textile, so it will of course whisk away the the moisture and be comfortable. And actually why I have her out, I want you to see it's that same type of construction that we talk about with the Fusaro, bringing in all that greatness. There's no midsole, and what I can tell you is that the upper is literally stitched right here. Now this here right around is jute. It's a natural jute. So you got that really great feeling. And then of course, we're gonna put some what? Elasticized laces. So this style is available in the pebbled leathers. You see the great array of colors right in front of me. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flash to you the metallics, because I want you to see how gorgeous these metallics look. Really gives it a whole elevated look, doesn't it? With the metallics. So think of the selling floor, think of all the great colorations you can bring. And then what I also want to bring in actually is great nubucks. Oh, thank you, Monique. And you know what? I do want to show you this great blue. So I'm just going to backtrack 2 seconds so you can see. So it's a red, it's a blue, and then of course your silver and gold. How great does that look? Same style, we're gonna give her a little bit of a different facelift, and here comes some beautiful nubucks. Now, nubucks, these are made in Turkey, and the great things are with nubucks is number one, it's a very high quality leather. So what it does is it gives it that just ultra softness, a really nice finish to it, and you can see the olive, the red, the navy, and then again this neutral. So Aloya, you can tell how excited we are about her. So have fun with that great color palette. Our next style is new for 23, and her name is Walanina. And we're gonna bring her to that stitch construction. I'm actually gonna show you this black one right here in front. So what we have here is we're going to bring in some great adjustability. And how do we do that? We do that with a little bit of that D-ring. We put the hook and loop closure right there, so it's very easy. And take notice too, I love the way that we have engineered this so it opens all the way. So this way you're not, there's no resistance with the D-ring. Take notice of my color palette. Again, not a green, it's a true turquoise. We're bringing in this really fresh mango color, and take notice of the really nice comfortable height, and there's the stitch construction, ever so sweet little cutout design. So super soft, made in Turkey. So now we're getting into that, that stitch construction. You can see the outside stitch, and that's of course the beauty of it together with the comfort. This is a new style, bohemian-ish, and she has a little bohemian flair to her. Nice foot coverage. So take notice of the foot coverage that goes really just enough height on the vamp. There is of course that adjustability with the hook and loop, but take notice of the toes. We wanted to give her something where it's just an ever so sweet little peep toe, and then again it's terrific padding, and look at the flexibility that she brings. So this is new for 23, and we're very excited. And here's that beautiful white that I always brag to you about, especially the made in Turkeys. Our next style is a tried and true, and her name is Erin. So you can see the palette right here in front of me, and this you can see is just a little bit higher than the previous style that I showed you, but it is that great stitch construction. You can see really pretty, it has the cutouts, but it also has an etching design together with the cutouts to really elevate the style, and just I call them warm, earthy colorations, and that's what you see really throughout our whole Turkey line, is those beautiful rich colorations that are just so natural looking. Tried and true, next style. That's how I describe her. And her name is Belford. What is so sweet about her is, of course, it's that flower. It's the flower that we put right there in the center. The flower is leather, leather upper, leather line, leather insole. Always keep that in mind. Here's that great stitch construction. And take notice the outsole. So she has a cork finish. She's a polyurethane, but please do take notice of the coloration of the cork. It's not too light and it's not too dark. It just really has a really beautiful rich coloration, and look at how nice the white is. So still tried and true for us, and her name is Belford. My next style is another tried and true, and her name is the Carmel. So if you take a notice of the style that I have right here, the color in my hand, this is elastic. So it's very easy to get on, to get off, and of course it moves with the foot, and that's so super important. Giving her a little bit more than a peep toe, but just again, right here, we're rounding that first top line, so this way it doesn't cut into any of the toes. Nice foot coverage, and then you can see the really nice colorations, and that's our style Carmel. Take notice of those denim blues because they just look so fabulous. Our next style is Greta. So what you can expect from Greta is, again, made in Turkey. Just really, I'm going to call her a classic because she truly is. It's a classic silhouette. It's a classic upper design. Really nice when we do our made in Turkey, when we're doing stitch constructions. Now you see that we're bringing that upper material right down to that outsole, and of course here is your hook and loop closure. So what we also find about Greta is that because it has this little bit of that tubular twist, always classic, always traditional, and always in style, and that's our style Greta. So next style is Hillary. Hillary was a new style for us, and she is a great success. So taking that success from the current season, what are we going to do? Add more colors. So the colors that are new for spring, you can see right on Frances's foot. It's that beautiful, it's a denim multi, and then right here in my hand, I have a navy multi. So you can see that it has all the great elements of super soft, super squishy, and then I hope you also see, I didn't use the words, but they're ageless. They have such a wide variety of appeal to many different ages, young and all the way through up, and of course, comfort. She's made in Turkey. Who doesn't want to surround their foot in beautiful leathers? Now, my next style here, and that last style, I always like to use the adjective as whimsical, because that last style is whimsical, and so is this style. So this is style Flower Child, and the cuteness here is that she has a little bouquet right there on top of her foot. So you can see also by the silhouette, she really holds onto the foot nicely for a slide. You can see, as I explained before, that construction where we're taking that leather, bringing it right down to that outsole, and then just take notice, we give her that little bit of that platform, but it's a little bit of the wedge, so it brings her ultra comfort rather than just being flat. And there you go, made in Turkey, and that's our style Flower Child. So as you can see, Turkey is really important for us because number one, it's the materials, it's the innovations, and of course it's the styling. Next style is the Belizana, and this is Turkey. I boast about the whites all the time, but you can see the flexibility that she brings. It is a darker bottom, which is really nice because, think of everything that she wants to do. It's dressing up, dressing down, wearing now, and then it's the sweetness. I always like to point out it has that little bit of that scalloped edging, so it's just ever so sweet right on the foot, and she's going to bring you great comfort. That's our style Belizana. Now we have the next style is new for spring of 23, and I absolutely love her. So just take a look at the gorgeous array of colors that I have here spread out in front of me. So what we've done here is she's made in Turkey. So you can see right there, it's the signature leathers that we use. Now I'm going to just point out this one, so you can see, and here's the greatness. Yes, she has a white outsole, but here's the cool thing. Take notice, and actually, you know what? I'm going to show you the blue, okay? I want to show you the blue because we took the color of the upper and we're bringing her right to the welt. Brings great interest. Look at the lilac that's on the model's foot. I absolutely love it. Look at the flexibility. And also, not only that, it has to do with the footbed. So we want to give her that comfort because if you have a flat shoe and it's too flat, that's absolutely not going to be comfortable. But look at what we've done. So we're taking it to that next level. And then here's the cuteness. I always like to kind of flip under here. We even put a little V-gore right here. So the colors are beautiful. We have that nice twist. It almost has that tubular effect, and when we do that, we make sure that we use enough leathers to give it that richness, that fullness of that bow. So I'm just going to point out colors really quick before I move on. You can see a really beautiful metallic. She is a neutral for us. So not just, you know, she's a very soft, has a really pretty shimmer to her. You can see the white right here, a beautiful blush. And remember, it's got that little matching welt there. We have the camel color, the yellow, the black, and I'm going to point out this gorgeous lilac. I think that might be one of my favorite colors. And then, of course, look at how pretty she looks with that great blue. So a wide array of colors, ultra comfortable, and again, something that we're very excited about and ageless. So we're going to take that same exact outsole and we're going to give her a back strap, because we also recognize that, you know what, there's gals that need that security of the back strap. Now, when I get into a back strap, yes, that blue is just beautiful right there on Frances's foot. When I get into back straps, it's very important for you to know that we are doing this as a cinch back strap. This is all leather. And when you have it cinched, I just want to point out to you, do you know how much leather that takes? It's a lot. And we don't skimp on it, because we know that, number one, it has to do with the look. It has to do with the comfort. And look at the tubular design here. Number one, look at how it looks on Frances's foot, how it lays so beautiful right here with that twist. So it really gives an elevated look, and you can see in the gorgeous coloration. So what a nice package you have with that last style and this style. So her name is Angeline. Let's stay in Turkey and let's give her a new, modern, great, clean flare. So what's new is this next style, and her name is Alimeda. And the beauty here is polyurethane, lightweight, but look at how sophisticated she looks and clean. I love the dimension of that upper. And then, you know, I just pointed out to you about the way we do these backs with the elastic, and there's no exception here, right here. So you don't even notice. That's how clean and beautiful this whole design is in modern, that's elastic there to move with you. A really pretty yellow, almost a mustard color. Here's that really pretty denim, a nice black. The black, take notice of that contrasting stitch all throughout, gives it a nice little pop. And there is the white. Nice, really nice platform. And I do want to point out that the bottom here is a beige color, so it really gives it a lot of dimension. And of course, the what do I want to say, the padding here is to die for. It is superb. So talk about super padding and great feelings. Well, that describes this next style here. So we're taking a very classic upper, and in fact, I'm just going to give a little quick shout out that this is a, you know, if you know our Flexus line, like our Niamin, this is the leather version. This is made in Turkey. So take notice of that upper design. So it's beautiful, it's leather, and then we are giving her, take notice of this, it's an elastic back, but right here we're doing leather. We did the piece wide enough so it will make sure it's comfortable right at that pressure point of that heel, giving her a little pull tab. And then I don't even know a word to use of how mushy and squishy and soft she is. I hope you can see it. Yes, it's a white bottom. We're giving her almost that tractor look, right on trend, and just really nice colorations. She's made in Turkey, and I just got to remind you that she is also leather lined. So something new for spring of 23 that we're just super excited about. Let's go to the next style. So we're going to get into a really nice closed casual. This is a style that is new for us, made in Turkey, and take a look. Here's our signature Fusaro insole. Yes, we're putting her right in here. Can you believe that? And what the standout piece is here is, yes, you can see the great colorations, but I'm going to turn her around because I want you to see the back. Check that out. So giving her a little extra flair. As you see her from the back, we're just combining some of this this snake print with this little bit of the touch of metallic on each one, and it just looks so sweet. So I hope you notice also, as I'm turning her around, that you can see the stitch. That's the stitch construction. That's made in Turkey, and that's giving you all that great comfort that you know to love from the Spring Step brand. And then you'll notice that I just want to point out, these are traditional laces. So there you go. Tie it up, loosen it up as you need. Now we're going to do a companion on that same exact construction, and this is our Baraza. There's that insole, and take notice here. So she has a little bit of a different top line. So she is a little bit more, what do I want to say? you know, youthful with those elasticized laces, more active. She has that little toggle there. You can see the really pretty design that we did. We're combining etching together with those cutouts. Here's a pretty blush color. There's that blue, and she just is ever so sweet, and that's our style, Baraza. So you can see we're staying where we want her to get out there and to be active, but we also want to make sure she's feminine. Our spring step lady loves to be feminine and looking pretty, and this next style is without exception. Her name is Sky Harbor. So what you can see is there's that signature removable insole. So I always say, can you believe we put that removable insole right in here? That is just so terrific. So what we call her is she's a little bit more, I'm going to use the word unconstructed, because take notice of how the tongue is. It gives it a really cool flare. Yes, these are elasticized, so if you need to adjust them, that's great. It is perforated, and you can see the beautiful soft palette. So the one in my hand is just for color reference. It's a really pretty soft blue. You can see the olive. I will have a blush here. I have a white, and you can see the soft color palettes that go together with this soft, beautiful look and leathers made in Turkey. So her name is Sky Harbor, really super sweet. Next style is new for spring of 23. Now I have this style right here in front of me. Of course, we are having her in other colors. I have her in a really nice blue, in a black color, and the greatness is we're giving her a little bit of a cool lift. So check this out. I'm just going to spend a moment on the outsole. So this is covered with leather. It's a wedge, but look at the outsole. I'm going to flip the bottom because I want you to see that traction and that coolness there. So we also bring her up a little bit, and why we do that is to make sure we're protecting that back leather on the particular style, and I can't describe how nice and comfortable she is. I'm going to put her on the model. Has a little bit of that skimmer effect. You can see the beautiful punch outs and the cutouts right there, the perforation, and again, like I said, she is made in Turkey, so you can expect that same exceptional comfort as in our other styles. So here comes Angie, and just take notice of how sweet it looks on the foot. We talked about being versatile with her apparel, but yet giving her something different enough that she has that reason to buy, and when she sees it, she's going to say, I've got to have it, and that's what's going to happen there. So I'm giving you a nice little package here. So you're going to see in these next couple styles. Here's the next style. So bringing in a little bit more of the platform look. And if you notice, just follow my hand. She's sculpted right in here. So she has a little bit of that feminine feel, giving her a traditional lace up. And the thing to take notice here is, yes, the eyelets do have metal here. But the nice thing is that we kept it as a proportion. So we're keeping in that great, nice design. And of course, it's stitched right there. I do have additional colors in that, and I'm going to put that on Angie's foot so you can see. So I have a blue, I have a really pretty tan, a white, and a black in that style. So you can expect those. And I just love the way that, I just want to also say that the material of the outsole is really important. And the great part about it is it's, of course, a special compound. So it's really lightweight. So I just have Angie putting this on. She's coming right now. And take notice. So it's really the effect, and Angie's going to just kind of stand on her, push on her heel a little bit. You're going to see that really greatness there of the comfort of that material that I was describing with the outsole. It gives you this like whole wow effect as far as the comfort. There you go, Angie. Take a look at that. That's our special compound. Now, the next style, let's move along to keep it moving. This next style is that same exact compound, so you're going to get that same exact effect. And look what we've done here. So a little reminiscent, I think, of Berna actually, but you have this elasticized lace here, and I have this one sample in my hand, but we also have a blue, a blush, an olive, a black in addition to this. So I'm going to hand this style over to Angie so she can put it on, and take notice of the great whip stitching. It just adds to a beautiful element of that style. So Angie's going to slip that on. And also take notice it has the nice convenient, as I watch her put it on, the nice little pull tab right in the back for function and of course for looks. And here's our new style. What a great smart looking style it is. Okay, easy on, easy off. So we're going to get to the next style now. In the beginning of the program, you know that I did say that, you know, our environment is so important to us here at Spring Step, and it takes no exceptions to the way we craft our shoes. And this is an example. So the outsole here, I can tell you, is made from recyclable materials. So it has that really cool like flake look inside there, and that really is a really cool look. I'm going to show you the bottom so you can see all recyclable materials. We will be providing some really nice POP to explain that. It is made in Turkey. It is beautiful leathers, and we're going to have it in many different colors. We're going to have a beige, a light blue, and a lilac. So we're really bringing in those great colors. Now, as Angie's putting that on, I'm going to point out to you, she has that side zip. Our lady loves the side zip. So you zip that once, and then of course you have the laces, and it just has a cool, neat feeling when you see that little bit of that bumper toe, a little reminiscent of the days gone by with those great sporty styles. And take notice of the two-tone. So really nice, sustainable materials. And we also look at the leathers as that way as well, because they're natural materials. So that's something new that we're super excited about. Let's get on to number 32. So 32 is Effusive Wedge. So I'm sure just by the name you can imagine what she is. We're taking our Fusaro upper, taking that same design, and we're putting her on a wedge. So the wedge is new, it's exciting, and it's fresh. It is young. We're giving her a little bit, I hope you can see the platform in the front. You can see the cork here, and then we're giving her a silhouette of the black. Now, we did the black a little thicker to give her this substance, give her that cool, youthful look. And then the other thing to take away here is, you know, of course I'm going to give you a V gore right here in the front. That goes without saying, because that's what we do. But take notice of the footbeds. So the footbeds are actually matching the upper. So think of that, how that's going to sit on the floor when you see the red, the blue on Angie's foot has the blue, of course the white, and the black, and that great rich brown. So that's Effusive Wedge, new for spring of 23. We're very excited. Next style is the Kunacena. So very tried and true. This, of course, you know, I always brag about the white, how soft she is. It has that accordion feeling. And just remember with her is that any problem foot, this is your solution, because this leather is actually going to move with the foot, take care of any ailments that may be there. She's leather lined, polyurethane, so you know she's super lightweight, and it's that stitch construction still in Turkey where we're bringing that leather right down to that outsole, and it gives it a beautiful, beautiful look. So that's our Kunacena. Then we have something new on that outsole, because that outsole she just absolutely loves, and this is our style Footy. And you can see the great, beautiful, it's perforations, and we're bringing in a really pretty mix of colors. So in my hand right here, this is a blue multi. Take notice of how we have the beautiful denims with the navies. This is a beautiful gray multi, so we're bringing in, you know, almost that dark gray, a medium down to the white, and then that gorgeous rich brown on Frances's foot. So all the same great elements as the previous style, but we're just giving her a really pretty face. New pretty face. The next style is Innocencia, and she is ranked as number 6. So you can see she is a very tried and true style for us. I'm going to just highlight for you this really pretty natural brown color. This was an addition in our spring of 22, so I do encourage you to get that. And just for as a reminder that right here between that front and the second, we have the elastic, and that brings a lot. And I always love how, you know, we build in these comfort features, but we don't make them so visible. So it's the gal who wears them that knows. Let's bring in a hook and loop closure right around the back, and there is our Innocencia, and she is ranked as number 6. And just remember, a really nice turquoise, not a green, and a really pretty lipstick red. And as you know, we get a lot of compliments on our reds. They're just this beautiful, true lipstick red. Let's get into some dress styles. let's dress her up in turkey. And this is our style, Anika. This was new for spring of 22, and she just has a really beautiful tailored look to her. A really nice heel height. It's a block heel. Talk about ageless. Talk about something that's very versatile. Here she is. Love the color palette. Of course, I like to highlight the coral because I just love that color. There's that little bit of that accordion look, and then you can see just here interlacing of that leather. So this is our style, Anika. And then, of course, we have that same construction on a tried and true, and this is Dorotha. So she is ranked number 10. So what are we doing for her for spring of 23? And it's the red. I just got finished telling you about, we received so many compliments on our reds, and here is a red in this style. So please make sure you take notice of that. And it's the same exact great style that we all love and know as far as reorders go, and there is that red, and you can see how really pretty she's going to play off all the other colorations there. So start off with basics, bring in the color. She loves it. And what we also know, and I hope you're experiencing also, is that once she buys a style that she loves, she wants to come back with many, many different colors. So we're talking about dress. We're still in turkey. I was talking to you about, trend right, bringing in these gorgeous, I use the word gorgeous, tubular material. So this is a gorgeous leather. I just want to compliment look at how that looks on Frances's foot. Look at the dimension, how it really, just cradles the foot right there. And I'm going to just highlight this one color in front of me. When we got this, I have to tell you why I was so excited is because this is such a neutral color, the one in front of me. The way it elongates a woman's leg is unbelievable. It is just so beautiful, bringing her up a little bit in height from the previous style, but again, it's that block heel, it's that great polyurethane, and then there is the comfort of that really nice flexibility. So that's a really pretty nice update, and you can see the really pretty colorations. So even when we get into a dress shoe, we want to bring nice colorations. So we're talking a little bit about dress, right? So this is new, this is Gemania, and we're going to give her a nice traditional look with that dress look. So it's a faux stack wood look. It's polyurethane because that's where that comfort comes into. There is a gorgeous footbed right here, and I always just point out, we even do the burnishing of this beautiful vegetable tan dyed leathers right here, even on that footbed. It just has a great wow experience. She is leather lined, and you can see she has that cool scrunched look. So of course we're going to give her a little bit of that V elastic right inside so it can move with her. And here's the beautiful color palette. So we're bringing in that black and the white, that neutral on Angie's foot. There is that denim, and here is that really lovely red that we just absolutely love. So that's new for 23. Next style, ranked number 3, is the Delorese. So she's a nice little flat. I always like to call her a career flat because, you know what, as young women enter into the workforce and any age, this is your answer. So bringing in ever so sweet, there is that cutout, there is the little bit of that interlacing that we have, all leather, and to have a style, and I just want to remind you of the value and the price points, to have a style that is leather, outside leather lining, leather footbed, all that great flexibility for that price. Now that is an absolute luxury that every woman deserves. So that's our style, Delorese, and she is ranked as number 3. So please do, if you had the styles before, I say it every time, I encourage you to continue and get on them. So the next one is the One. So what we did was, it's that similar construction as I just were showing you as far as, the leathers, again, made in Turkey. I'm still in Turkey. Take notice of the toe shape. So we're giving her a little bit more of the rounded toe shape. It has a cap toe and then all the pretty perforations. It's a tie, so just imagine the longevity. It's not just for summer, it's those transitional periods. I've seen girls wear these with tights, and how cute is that? So this is style the One. And she continues on, and you can see the colorations there. Our next style is Nougat. Another tried and true, and why we carry these overs is because she keeps selling, she keeps reordering, and the price point is just absolutely tremendous. So leather, and I always like to point out this. Take a look at this style. To have an arch support little cookie right here in an open Mary Jane style is just, I think, just absolutely terrific. Polyurethane bottom, super duper lightweight, and she is leather. She is leather on the upper and leather lined, and of course right there in that nice footbed. So just a nice look, and that's our style Nougat. Now we're going to get into something new. We're going to have some great fun with these flats. So I have here, I just want to show you here this purple one as an example of the flexibility of the construction that we have under our development. So this is our style Dominique, and what you're going to see here is we're giving her this gorgeous tailored look, very expensive look, where we're actually taking, you know, it's a rose, but I love the take that we've taken on it because she's on the side and it's as if the petals just cascade right over to the other side. You see the soft, beautiful colorations, and then the beautiful part two is the look of the insole. So yes, it's going to give her comfort. Yes, you can see that great padding, but it just has that really pretty, you know, bringing that upper color right into the insole. And then of course, you know, she's not exactly flat. She has that little bit of the heel. So just something super duper sweet that we're really excited about. Now we're continuing with flats. And like I said before, when we do flats, we don't want her to be flat on the ground. We want to give her that little bit of that lift there, and of course the flexibility, and I hope you can see the padding. That's super special. And take a look at her upper. I just want to spend a minute just to describe the upper. Number one, because it's made in Turkey, it is just so soft. I'm going to show you the back because she's actually leather lined in the back. So she has some braiding design that's interlaced into these really pretty circular design, and we have a great array of colors. So you can see this yellow here in my hand. I have the beige, and we also have in this particular one, I want to say it's a mint color as well. Okay. Now we're staying in Turkey, and let's give her a nice sandal. We're very excited about this sandal because it's something that's classic. So when we talk about, you know, things that are traditional and classic, this is always in style. And the beauty here is, and I'm just going to choose this black right in front of me, is number one, it has a great midsole right here. That is leather lined, leather right here. You can see the leather on that footbed, but take notice, it's really reminiscent of like almost that, you know, that Hirachi look, giving her a little bit of the peep toe right there on the angle. And take notice of the color palettes. I hope you see it throughout our whole entire line. That's a really pretty, like a corally salmon color. I have a blush beige here, of course a black, and then a really nice blue, and she is made in Turkey. So great shoes that are going to take you to great places. That's what we like to say. That's our travel collection. Now I'm going to move to Style Happy. We all know about clogs. We've had Happy because she makes us happy. We've had her in our line. She continues. She's an annual style for us. And then the call out, for those of you who may not know her, the call out is, yes, it's a removable insole. As you can see, she's kind of strong there. And really, I take her out so you can see that that's all the comfort that we come to deliver to you. Has that little bit of the toe bar right there on the insole. And then I just want to flip here over because she's a clog, and you can see a little bit of the hook and loop right here at the heel. So this way she stays nice and snug right there in the clog. And again, really nice leather materials. And that insole, we did a microfiber material, so it adds to that softness. Now, let's move to Italy. I have a love for the Italian design because, boy, they really know the Italian design to take it to the next level. And this is the Azucar. Now, when we talk about Italy, I just want to point out that it means a lot to the ladies. It means a lot to the consumer. She actually has right here stamped made in Italy, so she knows that's where it's produced. And take a look at this. So we're bringing in these gorgeous wraps. It is a carryover. You can see that really nice block heel right here on the platform. I do say to you, take notice of the great toe shape, and to me the really piece that just brings this whole style together is the way we covered the buckle with that really nice beautiful material. And that's our style Azucar. And then of course she has the companion wedge, okay, which is our Leilani. So I know that you know our style Leilani. To me, every time I see her, she just makes me smile. I think of the mosaics, I think of the stained glass windows there in Italy, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And when I talk about Italy, we talk about the suede materials, and I do want to tell you that they are high quality and they have a really nice nap to them, if you will, so it's not too overbearing for the light summertime. And of course, this is lined, and there is your beautiful colorations. I have a lot of girls in our office who wear that style, so she is just absolutely great. We're going to stay in Italy, and I have a new style here for you, and this is Fazina. And what we did here is the natural elements. So we're taking the naturals. It's a polyurethane bottom. It has that rope look, and then take notice, it's a really big fashion trend, all this great raffia. We see it out there, whether, you know, we're bringing it to our footwear, but it's also there in handbags. It's a really big trend, and this is how we're interpreting her. So I have the one color in my hand, but I am going to go to an image so you can see the other colors, and as I do that, I'm going to hand that over to Angie to put on so you can see the beautiful colorations. I exceptionally love the white. It really gives it a natural feeling with that raffia. You can see a brown, of course the olive that I had, and a really pretty red. So she's new for spring of 23. And there's Frances. And look at the nice dimension of that outsole. It's really fresh. It has that demi-wedge look, but yet it has that platform. And not a big pitch at all. And this is our made in Italy, so you know that comfort. Staying with made in Italy, and I hope you can pronounce that name as you see it on the screen. Well, her name is Miss Steamy, and here she is. So made in Italy, boasting about it right here on that, stamped right here on that insole. You can see the great padding that she knows and loves. Polyurethane, another great modern look to this whole platform wedge, if you will. And this is suede. So I talked to you before about the materials. It has a really nice low nap, and we're putting the hot fix stone, and look at how gorgeous it is as it's on Frances's foot as far as the upper dimension design, and of course that little twinkle element that those rhinestones give. Okay, so next, we're still in Italy, Flamio. This was new in spring of 22, and I do have to tell you, she has been very well received. Bringing in the nubuck material. So we talk about nubucks, we talk about how soft they are, and that they really will conform to the foot over time. So this is a polyurethane bottom. You can see, again, a little bit of that demi-wedge, a little bit of that platform right there in the front. It's a really pretty design. Holds the foot just where it should be, and I do like to point out the fresh, beautiful colors. It's the peach, it's that really pretty sky blue, and then of course you have your basics, and that's our style Flamio. Estella, what can I say about Estella? But she is, you know, talk about a tried and true, well, this is her. So here's our Estella, here's our color palette. You can see we do our little bit of our fancies here, made in Italy. There's that great cushioning on the arch support, a really nice height. And what I want to just point out is that we're seeing more and more younger ladies actually start wearing this style. The new color for the current season was that really pretty mint, and you could see how nicely it merchandises even with the denim blue. I just like to kind of shout that out to you, but she is a staple, and this is our style Estella. And this punch out, this whole style is really that DNA of spring step and what spring step represents. So of course, I hope you can all guess what my next style is going to be. Well, her name is Aurella, and she ranks number 7. So we talked about slingbacks, always in style, always very traditional for us. It's that same exact outsole in height as the Estella. And here you can see the new colors for this current season was this pretty peach, that pretty light yellow, bringing just a really pretty springy, light, feminine flair. And I always talk about the top line and of course the way we have that little, I call it like a little sweetheart here where it's a little bit of the peep toe. So don't forget our Aurella and Estella. Okay. Now, something new in this whole light collection. I'm going back to Turkey for just a few styles here, and this is something new within this whole light collection. Now, you can see that it has this really nice, it's a polyurethane bottom that of course emulates the cork look. I do like to point out to give it that dimension of how we have a solid band right around the bottom, and here's that great tubular leathers that I was bragging to you before. So it gives it a really nice twist, really nice, really super soft. And I'm just going to take a minute because I want you to see, I mean, it's actually a piece of tubular leather that's stitched right here and kind of scrunched. So when you talk about quality, I'm going to put that on the model's foot. When you talk about quality, we're not just piecing it. It's long tubes of leather that of course are stitched together. So we have that style available in black, that light blue, a yellow, and a white. So I hope you can see all those beautiful, I'm going to call it like the pastel colors. And look at how youthful, look at how nice. I like to have a flat form that has a shape to it, a body to it, and this one absolutely does. And that's our style of boys out. So we're going to take that same exact outsole and now we're going to give her a back strap, a sandal. So we talk about being soft, being really nice, traditional, ageless. Here we're bringing it in as a suede. So if you remember, suede is a very hot material right now for spring. You can see that natural look. I'm going to hand this over to the model. I do want to point out here that we will have additional colors. We have the black, the olive, the red. Of course, the olive is going on Angie's foot right now. When we do elastics, I just want to point out, I'm sorry, the buckles. We put the elastic behind the buckle. So yes, she can choose to buckle it, but that elastic also gives her the freedom if she just needs to, you know, slip her foot in really quick, because let's face it, not everybody wants to bend down and do the buckle every time. So we've accommodated for that. So there's Angie. Look at how nice and neutral that is. Take notice, I always say, of the shape of the upper front band. It's just something very traditional and just something beautiful, and she is made in Turkey, and that says a lot. So now if you notice, yes, we always are, you know, boasting about our Turkey collection with our leathers, and now we're really bringing in these gorgeous suedes of Turkey. Our next style here is Blanchard. Another polyurethane bottom. So take a look at, again, the dimension. You can see that bottom. I just want you to see how that heel has a lot of stability there. It is a great base. And we're just doing a really traditional, I'm going to say, a crossband. She is lined, so she has a lot of softness right on the top of the foot, because that's important. In our colors there, it's a black suede, it's that red suede, and of course it's a tan suede. So making her feeling and looking very natural. Here comes Frances. You're going to see it on her foot, and just look at how beautiful it is. So taking a very simple, traditional designed upper and really elevating it to a pretty modern look, and that's our Blanchard. So the next style on that construction, and I have to just brag a minute because this is one of my favorites out of this whole collection. And for me, what does it, not only the outsole and the look, but look at this. It is this embellishment right here of the buckle. So first of all, I'm going to tell you, hook and loop closure, which is just really super smart, especially on something like this. Now, this buckle here, she's round, she's actually wrapped in a actual basket material, and that really ties in with that whole natural look. Yes, she is that suede material, so she has just a gorgeous naturalization to her. I'm going to put her right on the model because I want you to see just how gorgeous it is. It is absolutely one of my favorites. And then we have her in a black, in an olive, in a tan, and then in a white leather. The colors are the suedes, and and the white, of course, we are going to do in the leather. So just imagine how beautiful. It's all about that buckle, that ornamentation that just makes this style so outstanding. And of course, the comfort and the great look. She is just, I hope you're as excited as I am about her. She's just absolutely beautiful. And that's the suede material. Really nice, youthful, modern, and think of the variety that she can wear her with. So I am going to get to the next collection, and that collection is our Relife collection. So we talk about being environmentally friendly. So what you're going to see is in our Relife collection, it's all about the vegan materials that we use. And of course, we're bringing in the technology and we're bringing in all the great comfort. So I'm just going to put a quick slide on the screen for you so I can just follow along, so I can tell you a little bit about what it really represents. It's all about that shock absorbing technology. So it has a superior cushioning system, and what that does, it makes it joint friendly for the knee and beyond up through to the back. It has a comfortable width. Yes, just as a reminder, we are European last, but this also has a very comfortable width. Some of them are actually G's, and it's a flexible sole. That's ideal for people, you know, you spend a lot of time on your feet. There you go. And it's ultra light, because that's very important. Now, you know, and I hope you've experienced the whole Relife collection in fall. We brought it into this spring, and we will be continuing it into spring of 23. I'm just going to share with you really quickly some really great POP material, and really it's a shoe like no shoe. You can see how beautifully she looks light on her feet, and that's really the whole essence of the Relife collection. So let's get into styling now that I've described some of the styles to you. So this next style, now remember, we're talking about bringing in some youthful looks. So if you are familiar with our fall line, this is no exception, where we're really bringing in, I call it that kind of like that tractor tread here for a sandal. So I have other colors in this particular style, and we have a bone, we have a brown, and we have a navy. So the greatness here, I'm just going to kind of walk you through, is that, yes, look at that. It's hook and loop. Look at the fashion element that that buckle brings. Of course, I want to show you the bottom, where you can just see right there as far as the tractor goes. And then there is that really nice front strap as well as the back strap. So my next style here is Hanyo, new for spring of 23. So here we're taking another take on that outsole, where we're giving her a little bit, I call it a wave or a scallop look. That's the design. Bringing in that cork right there is the midsole. And then of course, you know, I just want to point out, this is a G width. So that's really giving you all that great width. And then take a look, and we do it always, I brag every time, but I love when we put the hook and loop closure right there. Number one, to make her fully adjustable. But number two, we also keep the look of the hardware, because in many of our styles, it's those little details. It's that hardware that really makes that style look beautiful. We have it a brown, an orange, and a navy. Just going to put that on the model's foot, and I do like you to see that there. And here comes Frances. And there's the brown. Brown bringing a really nice natural element. And there you can see all the greatness right there of that whole Relife collection. Okay. Now, we're going to take that same exact outsole that Frances has on. Our next style is a very traditional one band. One bands never go out of style. What I love so much about our one bands is, you know, of course, we're going to put that goring there, yes. But it also has to do with, she's not straight across. You notice she has a little curvation here. That's for the comfort. That's for the toes. And of course, you have your curvation right here on the top line. So something that's very, what do I want to say? Just very easy and classic. Now her colorations is a camel, a navy, and a red. Just imagine her in a red. She's going to look super duper sharp there. So here comes Angie. And take notice that it is a very nice one band, stays on the foot, not going to give you that flip-flop effect. And there's that little bit of the curve in the front that I described to you before. Okay? Next, new style. So I just want to point out too, and I didn't do it on the previous, but I'll do it here, is what really talk about the shock absorbing technology. It's all right here in that prime cylinder surrounded by these secondary cylinders. So that actually goes all the way throughout to the actual footbed right here, and that's what's giving that that protection against the shock absorbing. So we talked about trend right here with that buckle, and voila, there is our hook and loop closure right there, and you can see the really nice colorations. I love so much that yellow right there on Francis's foot, just gives it a really pretty fresh feeling. Black, mustard, and we're going to have a red as well. Okay, now, next style is a repeat style. We will be continuing with her. She was new with spring of 22, and of course we're going to continue. And I just want to point this out. Yes, hook and loop, but take a look at this. So she's a removable insole, and I'm going to take her out, and here's the great thing. Yes, she's removable. I want to show you how we take great care on making sure she's wrapped enough around so there's no frayed edges. That's high quality. And then of course you have 2 points right here of the hook and loop, because that's what's going to hold her in right here into the base of the sandal. You have right here where you need it, right at that metatarsal, and then you can see these are also removable and they're washable. So you want to just make sure that you're keeping your foot and your sandals nice and clean and sanitized. You can go ahead and wash them. I think that is such an absolute cool feature. Okay, and that's our Houdini, and I'm trying to get her back right where she belongs, and then of course you can see that hook and loop closure. Okay, we're going to get to the next style, and this is Harlowy. She is a continuation into spring of 23, bringing in some fun material, some fun prints. And there you go. You can see how nicely she is customized. She has her hook and loop closure, and then just really nice too fun colorations of that print. And you can see she's a little metallic, like a little bit of a shine. Now we're going to go into the next group of styles. That was our Relife collection. Hope you're as excited about her as we are. So this next style here is our Sabre. Continuing on, I can't tell you how wonderfully she reorders. Now, here's that hook and loop closure that I bragged to you about, where it's fully open, giving you that look of the D-ring without any of the resistance. She has leather, of course, insole right here, and you can see her sweetness. So she's a sweet little Mary Jane, super lightweight, and I just have to urge you, take notice of the price point for leather, and she is an absolute winner. So that's our Sabre. So within this little collection, we will continue with Streetwise. So she's just nice, tried and true leather. You can see her with a little bit of that contrast stitch. And here is our closure. Look at how we do it on everything. And then here's the outsole, just so you can get an idea of what she looks like. They're really nice dimension. And then just basic colors. And remember, we always do the, I'm just gonna show you, we always do the neutral in that bronze. And one other reminder is that she comes in our widths, our medium wides and extra wides, and that is a great feature. Okay, now I have the next style here, and this is our Hermosa. I can't tell you how super lightweight she is. You can see really nice. Here's that hook and loop closure, and we're getting a little snazzy with the materials. I have a love for that navy blue right there on the model's foot, bringing in a little bit of the metallic, and you can see just really nice lightweight, and of course leather right here. Now, one last little group of something new that I want to, it's not on your line sheet, so you're just gonna take notice and we're gonna go right into it. So this next style is something special. Actually, I'm gonna show you the two styles together. So what we've done here is, these are made in Brazil, so there is a great specialty here. And what sets us apart, number one, it has to do with the materials that we use for that upper design. And as I was talking to you before about Spring Step, our DNA, where we all started from, well, it's perforations. So we're bringing in that perforation right here. Of course, it's a reversible strap right here. You're going to be able to see, look at that really nice insole. It's removable. It has a really fun, pretty print right on there. And of course, we have two notches on either side, so this way she really stays put right where she needs to be. I'm going to hand this over to the model because I do want you to see what it looks like. And then of course, I have a the next style, which is a thong style, and just take a look at the breadth of colorations that we do offer. It looks so pretty with the printed insole, and what I also love about the insole is that it is a textile, so that's going to keep the foot nice and dry and comfortable. And I'm going to flash right back next to Angie so you can see what that style looks like on the foot. And just really nice and comfortable. And again, these are made in Brazil and it is a specialty. So stay tuned for that and look at the great colorations. So you can see in the other color, we had a lot of fun colors. And here what we're doing is we're bringing in some of the basics. I especially love that navy and of course that gray. So that is what we are. Yes, thank you very much. You can see the strap there, the reversible strap, and that is coming up also on Francis's foot, so you can see the flip-flop. And it just has a really nice look. And again, the outstanding piece is that removable insole with the pretty floral patterns. And she is made in Brazil. And that is our Spring Step 2023 line. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you saw a lot of things that excited you. And we are looking forward to another successful season together. So thank you so much for joining me. And I hope to see you all really soon. Thank you and have a great day.